Get up, get focused, get into your passion. We Moio everywhere we go. Do you want to be the best you can be? Do you want to find yourself in the situation where you can best do the things that you were designed to do? That's what we're talking about. And one of the aspects of putting yourself in a position where you can be the best that you can possibly be is to make sure your body's in a position to be the best that it can be. And we've been talking about building endurance for your body. We talked about preparation. You do not find victory with what you do in the midst of the trial. It's what you do before the trial ever starts that gives you the victory. So what are you doing to prepare yourself to be in the position to be your very best every day? So the first avenue that I wanted to talk about is putting your body in a position to be able to endure. The things that we have to do in our everyday life require endurance. Not only physical endurance, but mental endurance. And our mind and our body are closely tied together when it comes to endurance. So I think it's very important that you do the things to prepare your body for endurance. You don't want to find out in the midst of a difficult trial that your body's going to break down and it's not ready to endure. So what can we do every day to build endurance for our body? That's the question. What can we do to put ourselves in that position? There's a quote that I love as a definition for endurance. Endurance is the ability or the struggle to continue in the face of a mounting desire to stop. That's what endurance is about. That's what life is about. There are times when our body will be screaming to us to stop, but can we continue? Well, our mind will be screaming to us to stop, but can we continue? And it's not just, I don't want you to get caught up thinking, I'm just talking about endurance sports. I'm talking about regular everyday life. If you're in the midst of a 12-hour shift at work, is your body strong enough to endure that? Maybe it's more of a mental game, the work that you do, and not physical. But if your body can't stand up, if your body is fatigued, you won't be at your best mentally. So what can you do to put yourself in a position to prepare yourself to be the best you can be from a standpoint of endurance? Well, let's talk about a couple of things that I think are simple things you can do, practical things to teach your body to endure. Okay, so the first thing is you go into a building, school building, office building, and you need to go upstairs, 1 flight, 2 flights, whatever. Stop taking the elevator. Take the stairs. Train your body to do longer, to go longer, to do more work. If you can teach your body to do more work, your mind realizes you can do more work. So instead of taking the elevator, take the stairs. You've heard it before, I'm sure. It's no earth-shattering news, but do it. What about walking a little bit farther than you have to? When I go to Walmart, I try not to ever park close to the building. I park way down at the end where nobody's parked and walk the entire distance to the building just to train myself to endure a little more with my body. What about standing instead of sitting? We're also guilty of sitting a lot. Sitting at our computer desk, sitting at work. I try oftentimes, instead of sitting to look at my computer, to stand and look at my computer. These are all little things that go against what we normally think, but they train our body to endure. I also try to prepare every day. I start my day with simple endurance exercises. I oftentimes don't take the time in the morning to go out and run a long distance run, but I do simple exercises to train my body. So let me show you a couple, give you some ideas. When we're talking about endurance, we're talking about things that you would do for multiple reps for as long as you can do them until fatigue, because that's what endurance is, to keep going in the face of the main desire to stop. So start out, I'm gonna give you 5 exercises. Start out every morning with a plank. Just get in plank position, feet back, body straight, arms out straight, and you hold it for as long as you can do it. Maybe 10 seconds, 20 seconds, 30 seconds, a minute, however long you can do it to fatigue. You do that plank. Then the second one, push-ups, maybe on your knees, maybe all the way out on your feet. But you do push-ups, as many as you can do. Maybe when you start, it's 3, and then your body tells you to stop. Maybe it's 8, maybe it's 10. I don't know what it is for you, but you do what you can do, training your body to endure more and more. Third exercise, body weight squats. Simple exercise. You're just standing, feet on the ground, no equipment needed. Keep your back straight, heels down into the ground, and you just squat down into that squat position and back up. Squat down into that squat position and back up. Trying to keep your back straight, go as low as you can do. As many as you can do. Training your body to do more, to endure against what it doesn't want to endure against. The fourth one, lunges. Again, no equipment needed. You just do a lunge in, start out with your right leg out, do as many as you can do on your right leg, switch over, as many as you can do on your left leg. And then you finish it up with crunches or sit-ups or some sort of ab exercise where you're down on the ground and you're just crunching up as many times as you can go. Every day you're trying to do a little bit more. You're trying to endure, you're trying to gain ground on what you were before, because you're struggling against what your mind and your body tells you to do. Endurance is one of the most difficult disciplines, but it is to the one who endures that the final victory comes. That was a quote from Buddha, and it's so true. It is endurance that is the key. Your mind will try to tell you to stop, but your body can always go farther. If you train your body to go farther, it will train your mind to know you can go farther. So are you ready to endure? Are you ready to do those things? It's not just philosophy. I've gave you things to do, right? Park farther out and walk in. Take the stairs, not the elevator. Stand instead of sit at your desk. And I give you 5 exercises every morning for 5 minutes. I start every day with those 5 exercises every morning. And I try to do them to fatigue. And I train my body to endure. I prepare my body for when the time comes and I have to rely on the endurance, my body's going to be ready to endure. Because as I told you before, victory does not come in the trial. Victory becomes in the preparation for the trial. And that's why when we have the opportunity to prepare and to put ourselves in a position to be great, we make the most of that opportunity. So let's mow everywhere we go. And let's endure.